People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream?
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
I'm Allison Burns, your host with American Dream TV selling Lake Norman. But tonight we're venturing a bit away from the lake for a very special segment as I sit down with Josh Sanders, the runner-up of season 25 on The Voice. We're in Kannapolis, North Carolina, Josh's hometown. Kannapolis used to be the home of Cannon Manufacturing, the leading producer of sheets and towels. But today the city thrives on being the home to the North Carolina Research Campus, motorsports history, innovative racing facilities, and the Kannapolis Cannonballers, the minor league baseball team. So let's go check it out and have some fun. I'm here at the Old Armor Beer Company in Kannapolis, North Carolina, where Josh will be performing a live show tonight. At first glance, the Old Armor Beer Company might look like a typical brewery, but the people who run it are far from ordinary. Old Armor Beer Company is owned and operated by combat veterans who fought overseas to protect America, and now they're trying to make their mark in the craft beer industry. So let's go inside and take a dive into Josh's experience on the show and his future plans in the music industry. I'm here with Josh Sanders. I've been a longtime fan of the music competition, so I've been very excited to meet you tonight.
Yes, ma'am. What an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Such a pleasure.
So, born and raised in Kannapolis.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess you've seen a lot of change.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we are no longer a small mill town, to say the least. It's a bittersweet thing watching your hometown kind of explode overnight, but it's very much a culture of grow or go. So I'm really thankful to see that our town is taking the steps that they need to make in moving towards that growth.
Yeah, it really looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So what were your early musical influences growing up in Kannapolis?
Oh, wow. So I would have to say the earliest influences I had growing up were in church. Like a lot of us musicians, especially around here, the Southern gospel stuff, the quartets, the bands, the choirs, things like that. But then, of course, on my mother's side especially, if you go back with my grandfather and even his great-grandfathers, they used to play, in the mountains, play bluegrass. And then her dad, my grandfather, Gilbert, was very much a musician in the area and eventually had a gospel group. But I could tell you stories of late nights when he was a young man playing out in the local bars and stuff. So it's in my blood.
So a long time history in the family of music.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. So The Voice, you have been in the music industry for a long time, so
yes, ma'am.
Certainly not starstruck like most of us would be, but what was it like meeting the judges for the first time?
Yeah, so meeting those judges for the first time was amazing. I typically don't get too caught off guard when I meet celebrities, but to see Reba, the Queen of Country, turn around, and then Dan and Shay, of course, followed up shortly after. That was mesmerizing. It literally took my breath away. I always joke with folks that shortly after Reba turned, I'd already built it a big note, and I was like, well, they don't like that. I guess I don't know that I have any more gas in the tank, kind of thing. And so when she turned at the end, it literally did take my breath to where I kind of bowed back and bent over and thought I was done just because she turned. And then I remembered I had one more line. That's how late in the song she turned. So I just remember looking up and, stepping back and going, oh no, I got one more line I've got to sing. So I rushed back to the mic and finished the song. But they're just, amazing people in their own right. John Legend, Chance the Rapper, all these guys are just tremendous artists. But I will say my coach, Reba, people always ask, is she really that down to earth, and was the connection real? And all I can say is she's everything and more you would dream. And you strip the acting, the music, the rodeo stuff, just take all that away. She's just a wonderful person. She really is.
So you are still performing locally.
Yes.
So how has the local community supported you on your time during being on The Voice?
Sure. Our community here in Kannapolis, even Landis, China Grove, Mooresville, everybody kind of locks arms and takes care of one another around here. And even before the show, have always shown so much support for me, for my family, my music. I think what I love the most is about the community. Me being in ministry as well, I actually pastor a church right down the road. I've been volunteering there for 6 years as of July as the lead pastor, and it's just been such a great season. I love where I grew up, I love where I'm at, and I always want to honor these folks, and anytime that I can come back, be a part of whatever they're doing here, I'm going to do my very best to do that.
Thank you so much for showing up.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure
Yes, ma'am.
speaking with you tonight. Looking forward to seeing your show. And that's a wrap on our segment with Josh Sanders, the talented artist who continues to inspire us with his passion for music and his dedication to his craft. Thank you for joining me as we delved into his experience on the show and his connections to this vibrant community. Let's raise a glass to Old Armor Beer Company and the veterans behind this inspiring brewery. I'm Allison Burns, your host with American Dream TV, Selling Lake Norman. Stay tuned for more amazing stories and interviews right here on our show.
Welcome to my hometown in Davidson, North Carolina. Hi, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your lifestyle and TV host, Angela Hope, and today we will be exploring my hometown in Davidson, North Carolina. For this episode, we will be touring the Lake Norman area, which is located 15 miles north of Charlotte, North Carolina. Lake Norman extends beyond its waters. The surrounding charming towns of Davidson offers unique experiences for adventurers, treasure seekers, and families alike. The town houses its own personality with entertaining activities, great dining options, and beautiful lakefront view for outdoor fun and dining. We're standing here with Mayor Rusty Knox of Davidson. Rusty, what makes Davidson so special?
Well, I think the thing that makes it so special is the people here. You can go up and down the East Coast and you can probably find a dozen more Davidsons, but people here treat this like it's our Davidson. And it doesn't matter if you've been here all your life like you and I have, or you just moved here. People take ownership of the town, so it differentiates itself from so many other small towns.
Tell us a little bit about the downtown district.
Our downtown district is special. It's the Mayberry, if you will. It's the postcard that draws people to Davidson. Most of these buildings were built right after the turn of the century. Everything downtown is just occupied by small businesses. We have 3 large employers in town, and we have 310 small businesses. And that's the heartbeat of Davidson, is our downtown district. That's where everybody congregates on Saturdays for the farmers market, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for live music at different venues, and our restaurant row is great.
Well, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for representing Davidson, and we appreciate everything that you do for the town as the mayor. Thank you so much.
Right. Take care.
You too. Welcome to North Harbor Club, one of Lake Norman's premier waterfront restaurants. Let's go meet up with General Manager Tim Henderson. Come on. We're here with General Manager Tim Henderson. Tim, can you share with us the highlights of the restaurant and bar?
Well, I think we are a destination. It's not just a restaurant. While the restaurant is obviously the point of coming, but if you look at the lake, that's kind of our draw. We've got this whole environment here that's like a resort. We've got some other places in here that help draw the business, but for overall, the outside dining on the water is what everybody desires, and we love giving it.
So are people allowed to dock their boats?
They are. We have 13 slips here, ample room here, and people line up and kind of wait for their turn to come in. Again, I would say being outside as many months as we get down here in the South, which is fantastic. I mean, we really only lose January and a good part of February, but for the rest of the time we're outside and dining, and there's well over 250 some seats out here. So that's a great asset to have, at least on our part and for the area. It's just a nice place to come and relax and do a business dinner, a date, or just have friends.
Any special entrees you could recommend?
Yes, we have our pork chop that is one of our signature items. We've also got a catfish dish, fried catfish. Yeah, there's a little bit for everyone.
Tim, I would like to thank you for having us today as your special guest for American Dream.
Right, well, I appreciate you coming. It's been a pleasure.
Lake Norman consists of over 500 miles of shoreline. It's one of the largest man-made lakes in the United States. For the adventurers and thrill seekers, you have boating, kayaking, water skiing, or for more relaxed outing, you can actually charter boat cruises. We hope you have enjoyed all our town has to offer. We would like to thank Mayor Rusty Knox and General Manager Tim Henderson. I'm your host, Angela Hoke with the American Dream. Thank you for joining us for this episode. Until next time.
Hello and welcome to the American Dream TV. My name is Antoine Parker and we are here in the heart of Columbia, South Carolina, enjoying the fun and festivities. A bit later, we'll have a personal interview with the artist of Black Wall Street, Ija Charles. So please stay tuned. I'm here with the infamous Ija Charles, and this is her mural, Black Wall Street, right here in the heart of downtown Columbia. Ija, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful, and yourself?
I'm well. So, please tell me, what are your influences when it comes to this mural here entitled Black Wall Street?
So this mural itself, I actually was commissioned by the city. Mayor Benjamin at the time wanted to uncover a lot of history that was here in Columbia that no longer exists.
Nice.
So for me, Black Wall Street was something I didn't even know we had off Washington Street here in Columbia, South Carolina. I actually was able to meet with residents who actually owned some of the properties that were existing during that time, and they literally just wanted us to uncover the history of Black Wall Street. So this piece was inspired by uprooting history and letting us all be a part of it. That's why the building is in black and white and everyone is in full color.
Okay,
yes.
Nice.
Art was self-therapy for me as a kid, so once I got older, that same joy it brought from me, I wanted to bring to the world. And with my community bleeding into me, it just gave me a chance to just paint positive vibes on the canvas of life. And with a lot of my murals, it's just such a great honor to be able to just spread that joy.
Well, Ija is very talented and she's also very busy these days.
Yes.
So currently, how many murals do you have across the country?
Across the country, I have over 300. That is in private and public institutions.
Nice. Okay. In the grand scheme of things, when it comes down to yourself as an individual and as an artist, what is your version of your own personal American dream?
I say for me, in this new time in society, it is being able to live unapologetically the way you want and having the financial freedom to travel and see and meet new people and just building your own community so that you can just grow with. Because when I pass away, I want my luggage to be full of good memories.
Exactly. And I guess plenty of artwork to leave behind as well.
Absolutely, yes.
So, when you're in Columbia, South Carolina, one of the things that you must try is boiled peanuts. We are here about to speak to one of the vendors of Go Nuts boiled peanuts, so please come along with us. We are here in the heart of Columbia, South Carolina, enjoying the festivities at the Soda City Market, and we are here with Miss Janice Myers in charge of Going Nuts boiled peanuts. If you want to enjoy all different flavors, all different shapes and sizes of peanuts, please come down. Don't hesitate. Miss Myers, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. So how long have you been in charge of this establishment?
Well, my husband and I have been in business for almost a year, so we're coming up on our year mark.
All right. How many different flavors of boiled peanuts do you have?
So the flavors keep coming. Right now, currently, we have, I think it's 12 on the trailer, but we are actively producing more flavors like weekly, I would say. So it's always new flavors.
So, Ms. Myers, what's been the community support when it comes to supporting the local businesses down here in Columbia, South Carolina?
So here at Soda City, the outward pour and the love is amazing. Like, they are receiving the flavors and they can't get enough. So they look forward to us coming down here, and we look forward to being here. We are here every Saturday. We will not miss a Saturday to disappoint. So we'll be here, guys. We will be here.
They'll be here. And that's it. Thank you for joining us on the American Dream TV. A big shout out to Miss Ija Charles for her beautiful mural at Black Wall Street, as well as a big shout out to the ladies at Going Nuts Peanuts. Until next time, live your American dream.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of The American Dream. I'm your host, Danielle Childers, and tonight is really special. We're at the Buck and K Ranch for their biannual pro rodeo in my hometown, Hickory Grove, South Carolina. Y'all ready to rodeo? Let's go. Believe it or not, these empty grounds will be packed in just a few short hours. The total population in our little town, it's around 460. But tonight, the owner, Jeff Kelly, will have more people in this ranch than in the whole town. The Buck and K Rodeo consists of 4 different competition events: bull riding, barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, and bareback ride, and a fun act by Banjo, the water buffalo, and his friends. With Hadley Lincoln, and she won mutton busting last night. Fun times, y'all. Hey Hadley, tell me about mutton busting. Was it fun? Tell me what happens with it.
It just I just like about it because you get to go really fast. It's just something which you can go really fast, and it's just really fun to do.
Yeah, you had a good time doing it?
Yeah.
What's the most fun part about it?
When you get out in the arena and you just ride around.
Are you scared?
When you first get out there, you're kind of scared.
And you won, right?
Yeah.
What did you win last night?
I won $50.
Really? Good job. Thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate it. High five. With me is the owner and promoter, Jeff Kelly. Jeff, you started this event up not too long ago. What was your thought process about bringing it back here to York County?
Well, it's for the families and the kids, really. So we're trying to bring rodeo back, getting people out here that normally wouldn't see this type of stuff is the key, if you ask me. You know, instead of just all the diehard rodeo people, we need kids that come out that never would have seen this before. So this is another thing that we have. We have banjo and another Harley, water buffalo that the kids love to death. Banjo's the best. This water buffalo, you're not going to find it anywhere else. Come out to Buck and K Ranch and have a good time.
This is Kyle Evans, the Buck and K Ranch announcer. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on tonight?
Well, yeah, we've got some of the best cowboys and cowgirls in the business here. The International Professional Rodeo Association, which is the second largest rodeo association in the world. So you got literally cowboys from all over the country that's coming here because there's a lot of money that's up for grabs the Buck and K's put up, for these cowboys and cowgirls to win. So it's getting towards the end of the season, and all these cowboys and cowgirls are trying to get all of the money they can because that goes towards their points for the year. And they're trying to make it to the International Finals Rodeo, which is, one of the biggest rodeos of the year. Good events, good time for all the cowboys and cowgirls.
As you can see, even the small parts of York County are loaded with fun activities. Thanks for joining me on this episode of The American Dream. See you next time.
Welcome to American Dream TV, where real estate and lifestyle come together for perfect living. I'm your host, Colleen Blundell, and today we're at a true North Carolina treasure, the Angus Barn. Let's go inside to meet someone that embodies the spirit of the Angus Barn, Van Ure. Van, thank you so much for sharing Angus Barn with us today. Can you tell us what makes Angus Barn so successful?
We do have good food, we do have beautiful atmosphere, but what makes it is that our team here really feels like they're part of a team that makes memories in people's lives, and memories are things that money can't buy.
What are some of the most memorable people that have been here or memorable events that you've hosted?
Probably the most memorable event is the Evening of Hope. We've had Brooke Shields at that, Dennis Quaid, and they helped us raise so much money for this cause, and that just meant a lot to us that they were willing to come and spend their precious time helping us raise funding.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Christmas? That's my favorite time to be here.
We have gotten out of control with Christmas. We start decorating on October 7th. We took it to one level and then guests expected more, so then we took it to the next level, and it's just gone on from there. We are a steakhouse, but I will tell you that one of our guests' favorites is our baby back ribs. So that's one of the specialties. Another thing guests really love is our 42-ounce bone-in ribeye. We make every single thing here in-house. All of our dressings and seasonings and desserts, everything's made from scratch.
That's why it's so good.
In-house.
Let's turn up the sparkle and kick out this celebration. Let's head to the pavilion. We're now at the pavilion at Angus Barn, getting ready to celebrate a night of hope through glitz, glamour, and groove. We've got people checking in here. We're gonna be seeing Jordan Martinook as the MC and auctioneer tonight. Let's go see Maria and get ready to celebrate this night of disco. Tell us a little bit about the impact that you have had on the community, as well as what inspired you to start A Doorway to Hope.
Sure. Being a community social worker and being out with families that are in need, I saw a need that wasn't being met. Fortunately, I had a beautiful network of family and friends that wanted to help. And so I kind of just bridged a gap with those who didn't have and those who did, and was able to bring them together to help one another.
Who are some of the communities or people that you have an impact on?
So we work with the working poor. So families that are working very hard, they just live paycheck to paycheck until a crisis happens. They get themselves in a hole, and what we try to do is give them that hand up that they need.
So what's your goal for tonight's A Night of Raising Hope for Glitz, Glamour, and Groove?
We're hoping to raise $500,000 to assist working poor families in our community. And every dollar that we raise goes directly to families in crisis.
And it looks like the Hurricanes support you. They're big supporters.
Yeah, we're very fortunate that Jordan Martinook has become our spokesperson.
Should we head inside and practice our groove?
Let's go, I've got the ball right here.
I'm your host, Colleen Blondell with American Dream TV, Selling North Carolina. Until next time, keep changing lives one at a time. I'm heading in to party with Maria. See ya.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.